After sectioning a feature, we make a drawing of the section. This is drawn on a scale of 1 to 20. Your plan has a millimeter and centimeter division, which makes scaling easy. 1 millimeter on your plan is 2 centimeters on your measuring tape, and 1 centimeter on your plan is 20 centimeters in reality, and a half centimeter is 10 centimeters. You draw by yourself or in pairs. For the measurements on your x-axis, you will need to place a ruler or tape measure at the top of the profile. Use a ruler to measure the y-axis. In this clip, we're showing you how to make a section drawing from this feature. For now, we are only drawing a feature with a single fill. This is the line we are going to draw. If you have some millimeter paper, you can try it yourself. In this picture we show the ruler on top of the fill and the points we are going to measure. So, you set up the drawing like this. The length of the section is 210 centimeters. We draw a straight line between 0 and 210 centimeters. Under this x-axis, we indicate several measurements of the fill's outline. At 80 centimeters, the depth is 0. This is where the line starts. The next point is at 24 and it's 10 centimeters deep. Then 38, it's 24 centimeters deep. And the next point is at 70, where it's 56 deep. Then at 88, it's 82 deep. And at 90, it's 90 deep. At 110, it's 92 centimeters deep. And at 150, the fill is 90 centimeters deep. At 154, the fill is 76 centimeters deep. And at 170 on your x-axis, it's 40 centimeters deep. And the outline ends at 176 centimeters, where the depth is again 0. Now we can draw the outline of the fill in a continuous line. Above the drawing, we place the cardinal points of the section. In this case, southwest, northeast. And let's not forget to put the feature number, your initials, and the photo number on the drawing. In this example, I left the photo number out. Does your drawing look like the photo of the feature? Here is an example of a section drawing of another feature. This one is much more complex, with a lot of different fillings in it. As you can see, the limit of the excavation of your section also needs to be drawn. We do this with a dashed line. We also want to give a color description and interpretation of all fillings. The color description is abbreviated and written down in the fill or next to it, with a small line in between to indicate their relation. The filling's interpretation is indicated with an encircled number in the fill. The filling numbers are standardized. In this picture, you see several examples of features with filling associated with post-built buildings. Number 1 represents the post backing. This is the filling of the pit where the post is placed in. Finds in these fillings date from before or during the construction of the house. Number 2 is the post pipe. Sometimes the post is still visible. It's never preserved in the cover sand area because groundwater level is just too low. 3 stands for the slump. Sometimes some slumping occurred in the top part of the feature. Slumping is the result of fills which have a tendency to settle radically over time. The context deposition morphology has been deformed from its original position by natural settling action. This means that finds in this filling can be a lot younger than the feature itself. The filling also can be just one homogeneous mass with no clear interpretation. Then we give the filling number a 4. And 5 is the extraction fill. These both have been intentionally removed. The post pipe is not visible anymore, but sometimes there is an indication of where the post was placed. A ditch or a pit can also have just one filling. We also use the number 4 for this. In case these kind of features have more than one fill, we indicate them with the number 10 and higher, when number 10 is always the youngest filling present, usually in the top of the feature.